Okay, so now that you have taken some time to design your loudmouth, we are going to set our design paper aside and we're going to get to work making this out of construction paper called a collage. So what you are going to need is a big rectangle, a black and white rectangle, and if you're going to include a tongue, you're going to need a pink piece of paper. You'll also later need a smaller white piece of paper to make eyes. I'm going to set this outside of my screen so you won't see that right away. So the first thing you're going to do is set that colored rectangle aside, and we're just going to worry about the black one here. I'm going to be looking at my design that I did. This one is blank, I know. I'm going to look at my design to see what type of teeth do I want my loudmouth to have. So I've decided by looking at what I designed how I want those teeth to be. So I'm lining up my black and white paper, and on the top from the corner to this corner I wanted to use bumpy lines, but you can use any type of line if you want a zigzag or rectangles, whatever type of teeth you want. So loudmouths are big, so I want to make these shapes nice and big. And then I'm going to go here and draw the bottom teeth. Okay, that's pretty easy. Then I can take this and I'm going to carefully cut out these teeth. Now, because I don't want my video to be super long, I've already gone ahead and cut out a pair of teeth. So you can see this side has pencil line. I don't want to see pencil line, so I'm using the back side and the back side of the other. I'm going to be taking my glue stick and I'm putting glue on the pencil side because that's the side I don't want to see. And I'm just going to line it up and put the top teeth in place. Okay. Now the tongue. I also want to include a tongue. So I'm going to use this pink paper to measure, and I'm going to line that up on the bottom. And I'm just going to make a nice bumpy line here to be the tongue. See how I did that? And I'm going to cut that out. And of course I've already done one. I'm going to put glue on the back side and glue this down, and it does not want to cooperate. There. And now I can easily glue my bottom teeth in place. When that's all finished, I'm going to bring this over and glue this here like so. Now I have to worry about the eyes. I have to decide, how do I want my eyes to look? Now there's a couple ways that you can create the eyes. You're going to need a smaller paper, and you need 2 eyes, and you're going to fold it in half. And I can just freehand a circle, or I have a couple of these circle templates, and well, I could have really gigantic eyes, or maybe about that size. And I'm going to trace that, and I'm going to cut it out. Now, I only have a few of those circle templates, so if there's one, if you want to use it, but one is not available, you can either be super patient and wait your turn, or you can freehand it, or I have tracers. Now that I have my eyes, I'm going to decide, all right, where do I want them? I kind of like it looking like this. So I would glue that down. And I also want to make the pupils of the eye. So the same thing, I'm going to fold a piece of black paper in half. And this time I don't want it that big, so I'm going to make a smaller, oh, you know what, I have changed my mind. I'm going to use a color, but I don't have a really nice color handy, so What I do have handy is just brown paper. I can use that. So I'm going to pick out a nice eye size, maybe here. So this would be the iris, or the colored part of the eye. And you can decide how you want your eyes to be. I'm giving you directions to show you how to do things, but how you want yours to look is ultimately up to you. You are the artist. And then I can put these here. And then, let's see, oh, I can go back and add a pupil. And this time I'm going to just make a smaller pupil. It's kind of hard to see, I bet. And cut this out. It saves yourself a lot of time when you cut through 2 pieces of paper, when you need 2. And then here. Now, to help it look like there's a reflection, like a real eye, cartoon artists like to use a little highlight. So I am just clipping a very small piece, and I could glue that there like that. So there is my big mouth. Of course, mine's not all glued in place, but you get the idea. Have fun.